everyone. So today I'm gonna talk about a question which might be arising in many of the viewers who would view my videos in this channel. So they probably be asking why this Muslim Pakistani hijabi girl making videos on Judaism or Jewish people. What's the agenda? So first of all, I would like to make it very clear. I'm not a Mossad agent. I'm not working for Israelis, or these videos are not for converting people to Judaism. Actually, in fact, no one can be converted to Judaism, and this is a very unique thing about Judaism, that conversion process for to become a Jew is very difficult. So even though if you like my videos and you like the definitions and concepts behind the Jewish rituals or festivals or whatever I tell you, rest assured you need to do a lot to be converted to Judaism. And I don't think so that this is the only religion on planet which is, it's not that welcoming. And there is a reason about it why people can't easily convert to Judaism, and I will talk about it in a video separately on this topic specifically. But rest assured, all those parents who might catch up their children watching my videos, rest assured, this is just the aim to focus on telling people what Judaism is because there is a lot of anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism is basically, I would make a video about anti-Semitism, what exactly it is. It's a very vague term for some, and it's a very broad term for many. So I would discuss about that, and I would also discuss about anti-Zionism, and later in my video, separate one. But right now I just want to say that I wanted to make these videos because I live in Pakistan, and Pakistan is like 95 to 98% homogeneous community, like I told you before. So and yet we have so many misconceptions regarding the Jewish people, regarding Israel. So I thought that I should do something about it. And since our own Prime Minister Imran Khan and Tayyip Erdogan, the Turkey's president, had talked so much about anti-Semitism and Holocaust, that Muslims in Europe and West are now treated as Jews were treated in Holocaust and World War II, and it's same as anti-Semitism, and Islamophobia and anti-Semitism is sort of same, which again I would say is not the same things. And Islamophobia, I will make a separate video regarding that, and why we shouldn't compare anti-Semitism with Islamophobia, because they are two different things. That video I will be making later on. But my reason was basically this, that we talk about Jews a lot, we talk about Israel a lot, we associate so many conspiracy theories regarding them, and there are many Jews, yes, of course, there are many Jews who are Israeli Jews, or European Jews or American Jews. They're doing so much work to educate people regarding Judaism, and there are so many great rabbis who are doing immensely deep and spiritual work to educate not only the Jewish community, but they're also a great source of learning for the non-Jews. But me adding up to that list was the reason that people here in Pakistan know me. Some people, I mean, I'm not that famous, of course, and there are few people who know me. And if I would talk about them and I said, okay, I have Jewish friends, I have Israeli friends, and I know their religion is not that, and we have some misconceptions, so this would be someone of their own saying something positive regarding Jews and Israel. So I thought that this would be a good thing, that a Pakistani living in Pakistan is saying this, not like that Nuridari, or that Fishal guy who said that his mother is Jewish, and then I'm not those who want to leave the country and go to US or Israel, or want to be Jew, or they have a Jewish mother and that's why they're doing it. So I don't have an agenda per se. I only do it because, well, Judaism and Jewish history is not just the history of the Jewish people who are living currently in Israel, but it's also a history of prophets. The prophets that not only the Jews respect and care for, but we Muslims also care for. And we give them a lot of respect. But it was for me very strange that we say, here's a nation which is called Bani Israel or Israelites. It was in Egypt, in the Sinai Peninsula, for 40 days wandering around, and God loved them so much that they gave them Manosalva, or Minna, which is known in English and in Hebrew. Minna was the food or the bread from heaven sent to God, and it was a miracle by God in protecting the salvation and freedom of the Jewish people. We all read about those miracles, those prophets, and this great nation, and even then we have misconception and a huge amount of hatred. Some people even say the people living in Israel are not actually Jews, or not actually the Israelites of the prophets. So I thought that there has to be something that I, as a Muslim, have the duty to do something about it or talk about it. So I don't know if my views are appreciated by you, or or offend somebody. If I offend anyone, I'm really, really sorry. I apologize way ahead. That if I offend, or if I even that's the reason that I make videos not in Urdu, in English, is because if a Jew is watching and he feels that a concept that I have explained in Judaism is entirely wrong, he can comment and say, okay, no, you're not telling the story right, you're not telling the truth about this Jewish festival, and this means that and this doesn't mean that. They can correct me. So I apologize if I hurt anyone's feeling. And I also want to make one more point, that Christians are the most largest. I mean, there are more than 2 billion Christians, and many of them are working missionaries and other stuff, and there is so much of biblical content out there which is preaching and telling about Christianity. Similarly, about Islam, there are so many great scholars like Mufti Monk and Noman Khan, or even that Abbasi, the guy who was the actor and then he turned Islamic and all that. I don't exactly remember his name, but he was Abbasi, some Abbasi. So he is doing a great job. Other people, other organizations, they're doing a great job educating about Islam and telling people about Islamophobia, and they're doing great work in West where people have misconceptions. So I said, okay, fine, I live in Pakistan, and people in Pakistan, the most common hatred towards other non-Muslims is the hatred of the Jews, or the misconception of the Jews, let's just say that. So I thought, if a Muslim living abroad have this and feels this duty, that okay, if the West is going Islamophobic and he needs to do something about it, and tell the world and the West that what Islam truly is. As a Muslim, I also have a duty, that I live in a majority Muslim country where there is anti-Semitism, so I need to talk about it, and talk about it in a perspective of Pakistani Muslim living in Pakistan, and for no other reason, just to just for the sake of it. Of course, I wish that my channel gets monetized and I get money out of it. I would love that because, well, I'm a postgraduate and I don't have a job, and it really hurts, and I'm 38 or something. So yeah, my source of income is mainly from well, my brother. Yeah. Because he owns some stuff, and yeah. so like it happens in Asia. So that was the reason, and also I would like to mention that there is nothing else that I could do. I mean, I'm not that of a good cook. I hardly know makeup, and even if I knew makeup and I could do tutorial tutorials on YouTube of makeup, I am hideously bad looking. I mean, I feel that I'm the most ugly. I was actually compared to Momo of that drama. It's called Bulbule or something. So I am extremely unattractive. So I could not make like makeup videos, or I could not even, my cooking is not that well, so I could not even make sustainable cooking channel. So this is something that, because I have a degree in political science and IR, and I also had a keen interest in politics, religion, and current affairs. So I thought I should make a content regarding something which is missing in Pakistan. So I make Jewish videos regarding Judaism and Jewish people, is just to educate people, and I hope that I earn something from it too soon, and I will need your support. So yeah, and yeah, if I would have talked about Islam, and there is this one point that I feel scared that I mean somebody would just say, oh no, you said this concept wrong, and there is a fatwa against you, and now I'm gonna kill you. So so that was this one point also to be considered when I was deciding what to talk about. But the thing is, well, luckily and thank God, there are no Jews in Pakistan, so I don't have to be scared that they would come. And by the way, they're very tolerant. I think Jews are the minority of minority in the entire world. They are only 1% of the entire world's population, so they are the minority of the minority. So even if I offend them, I would get away with with it probably. And yeah, they're very they in fact they themselves are very critical of their own religious concepts. I mean, Israel actually means wrestling with God and prevailing. So this is something that I thought that this is a safe ground that I should discuss. Who knows, in the future I might as well talk about other religions also. Well, I'll start with Hinduism again, just to be. But then again, when I see India, it's getting a bit radical, and I mean, they are very clearly sending message to people that you cannot discuss our religion without our permission, or even say anything offensive, and they will decide what's offensive and what's not. So they are converting to deal with religion just like we Muslims are. So such a sad thing, but that's what it is. So that's why I chose a religion in which people are very much supportive of um, having different views and what people think about those things spiritually and also metaphysically and stuff. So I hope that I don't offend anyone, and this is just for the information. Rest assured, the YouTube money that is coming from YouTube, no Zionist or no that Illuminati is not behind me. Come on. I am a Muslim who is an orthodox conservative Muslim, and I would like to remain that, because obviously this religion is chosen by God for me, and there probably would be a fair enough reason for it. And I've realized this, and in fact this realization also came when I studied Judaism in depth. So I owe it to Judaism, I owe it to Jewish people, so that's why I'm doing it. Thank you very much. Thank you.